Nominate an individual who has set himself apart and distinguished himself in the great state of Oregon, a man of integrity, honesty, and courage, a man who is well qualified to fill the office of Vice Chair of the Oregon Republican Party. This individual has degrees from Harvard, Yale School of Management, and Yale School of Law. He has dedicated his life to everything that this distinguished group of delegates holds close to their heart. That every conservative, every freedom-loving and liberty-minded man and woman seeks in a candidate and rarely finds. I nominate James L. Buchal for Vice Chair of the Oregon Republican Party.
Thank you. And first up, James Buchal.
I'm James Buchal, and I ask for your vote as Vice Chairman. Why do I ask for this? We're here today because I have the feeling that we're on a train, and the train is going faster and faster, and the tracks are leading in a bad direction, and the tracks are falling apart, and the train crew has gone insane. Our government has become corrupt, and relentlessly propagandizes a worldview that leaves no room for God and morality. Families that raise healthy, productive children are taxed to death and destruction to support subsidies for immorality and subsidies for sloth. We know this can't continue because even the Democrats will run out of other people's money. There's one way to get through this, to get our country back, and that's to restore the Constitution. Every disaster we have is caused by the federal government overstepping its constitutional bounds. Every disaster that comes out of Salem is because we have the party of the something for nothings and the control freaks down there who are ruining Oregon. Now, how do you fight this? I want to say a word that's very important. Power. We must build a party with power. Let me tell you something about power, and I got this from Frederick Douglass, a freed slave who knows something about power. Power concedes nothing without a demand. It never did, and it never will. Find out just what any people will quietly submit to, and you have found the exact measure of injustice and wrong which will be imposed upon them, and that will continue until it is resisted with words or blows or both. It is past time for us to resist the abuse of power with words and blows. We have to gain power to do that. How do we gain power? It's been talked about. Through numbers. There is no higher priority for the party than building its numbers. Power comes from adding person by person. And the people you need to add are all around you. They are next to you at church. They are next to you in the stores. They are next to you when you go to a soccer game. What can we do to help our members get those people and that power? We have to get organized. We're not organized. We fight among ourselves about rules that should have been settled decades ago. We fight among ourselves with advantages to one faction or another. You know, I wonder today, someone asked me, why do we even have a platform? What if instead of a platform, we have the Right to Life Committee and the Second Amendment Committee, and anybody who wanted to get anything from the party had to come in and be grilled by these committees that put out reports before the primaries, so we actually had somebody we trusted from our own party telling us what these candidates stood for. But instead we find out there's some people that don't matter. We may not agree on every issue, but we ought to be able to agree that most of these issues we disagree about should be decided in Washington, D.C. And when we have fights about what's decided in Salem, maybe the answer should be that it's decided in the counties by the people for whom it really matters. Now, why can't we bring more independents and Democrats into the party? It's not our values that are chasing them away. It's the fact that we're not living up to our values. Members of government that enrich themselves and their rich friends. We have ignored the Constitution when it was convenient to do so because we liked the result. We have sinned against limited government, and now we suffer the consequences of that sin. If we are going to gain power as a party of principle, we're going to have to be worthy of that power. We are going to have reconciliation and reform and revival, and that is within our grasp. We have powerful messages to spread to the people of Oregon. I want to be the vice chair because I think I can spread those messages. To win this state, we will have to help the county organizations reach out beyond themselves. Stop preaching to the perverted. Start reaching in new directions. Start reaching the young. If we don't start to reach the young, we're going to be irrelevant even faster. Amen. hard to make sure that when we put in the enormous effort for statewide races, they're not stolen in Multnomah County and Lane County.
Yeah.
And priority of the party, and we need a statewide committee to gather up the work that's going on around the state and formulate it into a powerful case for protecting the integrity of the ballot system. And finally, we need to expand the central nervous system, the computer system for the county. Why shouldn't every PCD be an automatic member of this Facebook thing? Why shouldn't there be bulletin boards? Why shouldn't we have emails and websites where every PCD is trained to know to see what it is they can do to help? Why shouldn't every PCD get an email the last 10 nights before the election? Here's the last 50 people who have voted. Here's the last 40 people who have voted. By the way, attached to this email is a map of where they live and the shortest walking distance to visit most of them. All of this is a matter of simple computer programming. We have soldiers or an army, but in some sense they are milling about because they do not have that central nervous system. And we have got to build that, and we have got to build that fast. So, in conclusion, it's time to turn inward. It's time to heal our corals and to build this power, this party, into a power that can be reckoned with. This is our time. This is our only time to save ourselves. We are so close to this edge of losing this free republic that we have got to get together and start focusing on what we share in common.
Yeah.
Limiting government and expanding freedom and quit squabbling. Thank you.
Yeah.